Everyone. It is early in the morning because I'm going to be speaking with author Jane Wenham-Jones, and she's in England. So we got a time difference thing, but that's all right because I've been so looking forward to talking with her. She has her newest book release out called Mum in the Middle, but she's done a lot of writing. She's done a lot of things. I can't wait to hear her stories. This book is hysterical, and it's a chick lit. Okay, but it's about a woman my age going through, with the older kids, and she still has her mom, but it was really, really good and very funny. So everyone, here is Jane. Hi, everyone. I am so excited because I am speaking with author Jane Wenham-Jones, and we're talking about her brand new book called Mum in the Middle, and she has a copy of it. It is up on Kindle now, so let's see the cover of this book. I can't wait.
This is a proof cover this is the proper cover, but it's a proof because the actual paperback comes up in September.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I love it. Love it. I love the blue.
But it's on Kindle now, as you said.
Yes. Yes, I will have the link below, so all you have to do is click on it, and it'll take you right to the Kindle, and then you've got it. And I want to thank you so much for talking with me. I love this book so much because I think that Tess is me. So, but a little bit different. I mean, I'm 53. She's a little bit younger. But my parents are no longer alive, so I'm not in the middle anymore. But I did spend some time in the middle. Now I'm just like the old one because I have 6 children and they're all in their 20s, and now my oldest son is in his 30s, and it just gets crazy from here. Who knew? Okay.
You look pretty good to me.
Oh, thank you. But it was such a fun book. I loved her so much. How did you come up with the concept of this, of this time in our life?
Well, I started it. The book took quite a long time to write because life got in the middle, literally. And it started off more of a focus as an empty nest book because my son had gone off to university and I really missed him. And I started writing about a woman because I just thought, sometimes, if you've spent a really long time always with a partner, with parents, with flat share, in education, it's, must be a shock if you got to your sort of late 40s and you'd never lived on your own and suddenly your kids all leave home. So it started off as a more of an empty nest book. But then I came across this phenomenon, the squeezed middle, the stretched generation. And the more I talked to people, the more I realised it really is a thing. A lot of women have still got their grown-up kids at home, or coming back, the boomerang generation, because they can't afford to live anywhere else. And elderly parents are living longer, needing more help. So it sort of changed into this squeezed middle book. And it's a funny thing with my books that every one of them, something that has begun life as fiction, has come to pass by the time the book's published. Sometimes that's a bit awkward. But in this particular case, I thought that I would have her mother perhaps diagnosed with dementia. And I thought to myself, I'm going to have to research that. But in the meantime, my real aunt, and I'm her lasting power of attorney because she hasn't got any children, was diagnosed with quite a awfully quick but quite severe type of dementia, and she just went from this bright, intelligent woman who speaks fluent Greek, who's published author, who did the Times crossword every day, to somebody who couldn't communicate. And so I was able to draw on that as well for inspiration.
Wow, yeah. I mean, my mom died in 2011, so I was in my 40s, and she died very quickly from cancer. And I think of it now that I have these older children, and I was like, in a weird way, I'm kind of spared that because my mom was a very needy person. We talked 1,000 times a day, if not texting. And, so I'm like, I can't even imagine if I'd be in this stage and then having, her. And, I felt in the middle then. I don't know what it would look like nowadays, but, that's all my friends. I mean, we are all there because parents do normally live longer. So it is, but with your children getting older, like when your son left, like I had no idea. I feel like nobody told me what it was going to be like, when my children started leaving me.
No, I know, because when they're small, you just can't imagine, can you, what it is like to have an adult child. And of course, it's just the same, but sort of worse somehow. I mean, he's back now. He's back. He's one of these boomerang generations. He's, bedroom down the hall, looking like something unspeakable. Washing, shoes. They have so many shoes littering the hall. But actually, I like him being at home.
I know, right? We can't complain because when they come home, then we're like, "Can we cook for you? Can we?" And that's why I loved her so much because she had moved. Tess had moved, and thinking, "Okay, now I get to start this new life." But then her children kept coming, and I love the interaction with her daughter because I have daughters.
How many kids have you got?
6.
6.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. But my 5th child is leaving for college in August, and I will be down to 1. So, and he's 15. So, I do still have 1. But as each one, I keep thinking, okay, in August, I got to say goodbye again. Every time you have to say goodbye. It's still hard. It doesn't get easier,
But they'll come back.
You know what though? My older children, some of them came back, some of them didn't. My older sons didn't come back. They joined the service. They went in the military, and they now have families and lives. And that's another thing. Like Tess finds out, you can only tell them what to do. Like sometimes I'm like, but I want you to do this, but then you realize you can't like make them do that. Like you can't make them do anything anymore, right? We're so used to being able to say this is what you're going to do today, but it isn't what you're going to do.
No, I still say this is what you should do today.
I want to read for everybody. I got to read it off my Kindle because that's how I have the book. But I love this first page. And yesterday, I wanted to ask you too, because yesterday for us was Father's Day. Do you have Father's Day also at the same time?
Yes, it was here, Father's Day here too.
Okay. I know our Mother's Days are a little off though. Like I think you're a week before or a week after our Mother's Day. I thought that I saw that. But
yeah, no, Mother's Day is different, but we had Father's Day yesterday, yes.
Okay, so I thought this was kind of appropriate anyway, because I was reading this yesterday. And so you open up the first chapter with it being Mother's Day. And this is so cute. So you say, Mom, I want to tell you on this, your special day, how much I do appreciate you in every way. I may not always show it. I may forget to phone, but today I just want you to know. And then it stops and she says, they may fleece you, your kids. They may fill your spare bedroom, the one you need to turn into an office with their junk and unstring guitars, and empty a fridge in one sitting and spill cider on the new rug. But when push comes to Mothering Sunday, shove they come up trumps. And it's true because I know on Mother's Day I'm going to hear from all 6 of them eventually, like they all get around to it. So I love that. I love that you opened it with Mother's Day because it's all about Tess and it's all about her learning this new chapter of her life.
And the last line of that little poem that he'd written was...
Oh, right. I didn't read the last line. Yeah, and I need a loan.
I need another loan. Yes.
Well, what did you love about writing Tess?
I think it was good to be able to draw on some of the things that actually had happened. I was able to draw on my own experiences as a mother and as a niece, equivalent daughter to somebody. And I always think it's fun writing about ex-husbands because you can, have your revenge. Yes. Not that I have any ex-husbands, but you know what I mean. And I liked the characters in it actually, which were inspired, some of them by real people. Although I don't actually take a person wholesale from life, but I take aspects of different people and sort of mould them together. So I enjoyed writing the local newspaper strand because I've written for a local newspaper myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I loved her figuring out the friends thing too. I mean, I loved that. I do have ex-husbands, so I did enjoy that. I enjoyed her journey with that of trying to figure out because, as we get older and you start having some, different perspective on life, and, she went through all of that. But I love the friends because we're in it, I don't know if this happened to you, but when I was in the midst of raising my teenage children, I didn't have very many friends because I was so caught up in their life. But then you get to this life and you're like, oh, okay, well, now I have time.
Well, I'm somewhat surprised. If you had six, I'm surprised you had time to eat, let alone to have friends. My goodness.
Yeah. So it is. I think that we all get there though. Like once the kids start moving out, we realize it's a different time for us to have friends. I think,
Yes,
and
yes.
make new friends,
And
especially with
female
raising.
friendship is so important and so special. So,
Yes.
I like writing about female friendship because it,
Yes.
it is something very life affirming.
Yes. And I love when she did this isn't a spoiler. And it's not really spoilers because this book is, it's just fun. But when she had given that interview to the newspaper to,
Mhm.
to Gabriel, and then she was like laying there in the middle of the night like, what did I say? I'm trying to make friends. I can't, you know.
Yeah, this will probably be me at 4 o'clock this morning. I'll be thinking, oh my God, what did I say to that woman?
I don't know, her sense of humor. I fell in love with it. It was such a feel good book, and I know I read a review on Amazon this morning. I don't read them until after I'm done with the book, and I was shocked at the person who said that they didn't like the dementia part because I really thought you handled it very well, and I just wanted to tell you that if that is something that we're dealing with. A lot of people are dealing with.
Thank you for saying that because I looked at my reviews as I do obsessively all the time. I had a look at the weekend because the book was out and I had a look at the reviews and I saw the 1 star pop up and I thought, okay, well, you can't please everybody all the time. That goes with the territory. But when I read it, I was a bit sad about that because she'd only read 5% of it and
Right.
said she was going to send it back. And she was just obviously really angry and really upset that there was dementia in a book that was being billed by the publishers as hilarious. But actually, if she'd carried on reading,
I
she will
know.
see that I didn't make any jokes about dementia. I
No.
didn't take the rise out of dementia in any shape or form. Obviously, I've drawn on one of my relatives,
Right.
torturous descent. Um, but actually, the way I've always got through my life, ups and downs, is with a bit of humour.
Exactly.
And I don't make jokes about it. It's the serious strand
Right.
in an otherwise sometimes humorous novel, So it was a shame, really, that she didn't give it a chance, I would say,
I
rather
know,
than
and I do.
judging.
Right, and I hate when I read those because as a reader, and and as someone who interviews authors, and I know your hearts, and it's like if she would have hung on. You can't make a judgment that quick on a book, and
Mhm.
how I've dealt in my life with various things that have gone on, and including my mother and father who both died of cancer. If we can't talk about it and put it in some kind of perspective,
Mhm.
I just, how do we get through that stuff? Like, I want to be able to not laugh at it, but laugh about, like, look back and have a sense of humor about everything. And so I just wanted to tell you because I saw it and I was like, oh, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Oh,
I
thank
thought you
you.
handled it so very well. And it's something aging parents is something we all have to deal with. Of course, it wasn't the disease that anybody's mocking. It's like how you deal with it and how her family was dealing with it and dealing with her children too. And so she didn't give it a chance, but that's okay. I just wanted to tell you that I thought it was beautifully done. I really did.
Oh,
So
thank you. I appreciate that.
it's gonna happen, those things are gonna happen. We can't we can't
Oh,
stop
that's right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. But you've done, a lot of writing. Okay, this is your eighth book, I guess.
It is, yes.
I saw you a journalist. I mean, you've done lots of writing. Do you still, like you said, this one took a long time. So are you like working on something new at the moment, or?
Yes, I'm writing. This was part of a 2 book contract, so I'm actually working on the next one that will come out
Yes.
next year at the moment.
Oh,
But
great.
I do quite a lot of I do columns and features and a bit of freelance writing, and for various newspapers and magazines. And I speak and I interview other authors and
Nice.
celebrities, and I've got a real sort of Jacqueline of all trades career. So it's a bit of I have the last book I had published was in 2014, so there's been a bit of a gap.
Right.
Um, but yeah, it's nice to have one out again.
Who was your favorite interview?
Oh, that's a difficult question. Oh, I really don't know. I recently, do you know the series Blackadder in America, the comedy series Blackadder with Rowan Atkinson and Tony Robinson.
Okay.
Well, I recently interviewed him. Well, that was a good interview, and we have a very long-running radio soap drama here called The Archers. That's on the radio, and I did an interview at the weekend with a couple of people from that, which was good fun. I've done hundreds, and they all have their unique reasons that you enjoy.
I like to ask people who've interviewed important people, stars and stuff. Nothing I've ever done really, but I talk to a lot of authors, and I think you guys are stars.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you do it for magazines though? When you interview, is it for articles?
No, it's mainly live on stage. I do literary festivals.
Wow.
So I go around literary festivals, and I'm also part of something where I'm talking to you from is Broadstairs in Kent, and that's about 70 or 80 miles from London.
North.
And we do something called Broadstairs Lit, which instead of a festival that's like all over 5 days or a week or something, it's events throughout the year. So every month or 2 months, we have one person come down, and I interview them on stage.
Well, it sounds like you have a very fun life. Okay.
I try to.
Which is why you can write such great comedy books. I just like this. I mean, everybody's saying chick lit, and I'll say that. I think it's because I do think it's for women. But
the thing about chick lit is that you tend to think of it as sort of younger women looking for a man. So my heroines tend to be older women dealing with the sort of issues that you might get in your 40s and 50s. My very first novel, Raising the Roof, she was 32, so that was chick lit. But the other four have all got older women. They've all been 40-ish and onwards.
Yeah, you should come up with your own genre for that, little name.
Like Squeeze Lit.
Squeeze Lit. There we go. Because authors,
middle-aged old bag lit.
People in the South, women in the South of the United States, they started calling theirs grit lit because of grits.
Grit lit.
Yeah, because they eat grits, so they called it grit lit.
Okay, because I think of grit as sort of if we describe a gritty novel, it's one that might be about backgrounds or violence or crime in a rundown. We're afraid to go out at night. That would be gritty here. But you mean that pancakes?
they're. I don't even know how to describe them. It's a Southern breakfast food. It's kind of like
they're a sort of pancakey thing, aren't they?
Yeah, sort of. So I don't know because I'm not in the South, but yeah, I love that those women have taken that on as their genre. So it's like anybody can come up with whatever they want. So
yeah, of course.
Yeah, but anyway, show us the cover one more time because I want to show off this cover so much. I love it. I love the colors. They did an amazing job.
Just realising my nail varnish is chipped, which is a bit upsetting.
Well, your snails still look better than mine. So.
Here we go.
Are you happy with that cover? Because I think
I love the cover.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I love that blue. It's going to look beautiful on anyone's bookshelf, and that's what we love about covers. So thank you so much, Jane. I'm going to have all of Jane's links listed below so you can find her wherever she is on social media. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to have the link right to the Amazon so you can get the Kindle now. The paperback will be out in September, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then maybe we can, get somebody to win a copy of that. And so that would be awesome.
Lovely.
Yes. So thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me. And I feel so blessed to have been able to read your book. I had a great time yesterday. I read it all day yesterday, and it made my day.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. Thank you for thinking of me.
Yes, you have a great day, Jane. Thank you.
Take care.
All right. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching, everyone. Oh, she was so cute, wasn't she? And didn't you love her accent? I loved her accent. And she said she's like 70 miles outside of London. I was thinking north. I don't know. She didn't really answer if it was north or south, but I'm thinking north because I don't know my geography in England very well. But anyway, thank you so much, Jane. This was a really fun book to read, you guys, especially if you're in your late 40s, early 50s, and you're going through this. You are going to love it. So I will have all of her links listed below. Thanks for watching.